This video is all about animal production for pig, chicken, and seafood production. This document explores the various abnormalities that can affect chicks, providing an overview of common problems, their causes, and potential solutions. Abnormalities of chicks. This document discusses various abnormalities and defects that can occur in hatching chicks, including crippled chicks, cough, toes, closed eyes, missing eyes, sticky chicks. 1. Miscarried chicks. 2. Chick can stand, crossbeak, dry neck, and fragile legs. Hatching chicks are disabled in feet or legs. Causes: low humidity during incubation, improper ventilation, heredity. Corrective measures: proper cooling and breeding practices. Use rice with wire floors. Proctos. Hatching chicks have bent, toes, or any other irregular shape. Causes: improper temperature and sitter, improper ventilation, improper nutrition of breeders. Corrective measures: follow recommended incubation temperatures. Provide a well-balanced nutritional diet to breeders. Closed eyes. Chicks hatch with closed eyes. Causes: high temperature and hatcher, low humidity and hatcher, improper nutrition of breeders. Corrective measures: follow recommended incubation temperatures. Provide a well-balanced nutritional diet to breeders. Missing eyes. Chicks hatched with no eyes. Causes: high temperatures, improper egg handling during incubation. Corrective measures: follow recommended temperature settings. Sticky chicks. Hatched chicks have albumin sticking to them. Causes: high temperature, low humidity, too late egg transfer. Corrective measures: follow recommended temperature settings. Proper ventilation, proper egg handling. Sticky chicks too. Chicks hatch with albumin sticking to shell. Causes: too high temperature, 20 to 21 days. Broken eggs in the tree. Inadequate turning. Excessive ventilation rate. Corrective measures: follow recommended hatching temperature settings. Proper egg handling. Adequate ventilation. Crossbeak, also known as a scissor bee. Crossbeak causes virus infection, heredity. Corrective measures: proper disinfection of incubating and hatching units. Optimum environment and growing chicks. Strategies: before the chicks arrive, start your chicks right. Chicks need fresh air. Properly feed your chicks. Vaccinate to protect your flock. Properly manage hens lay more eggs before the chicks arrive. Always buy quality chicks according to your needs for egg production. Buy 6 polled chicks from stock either Leghorn or Rhode Island. Red answer 3 for broilers. Choose red brown chicks with answer 3 of Plymouth Rock or commercial broiler strains. Your chicks right. Everything should be ready when your chicks arrive. Clean, dry house, clean equipment, brother, temperature adjusted properly, waterer, feederers, fill the floor covered with clean dry litter, and the chicks guard in a place. You are now ready to place the chicks under the brooder. Chicks need fresh air. Proper ventilation when brooding chicks is very important. In addition to diseases, stress, birds keep in hot poorly ventilated house will not eat or drink normally. Properly feed your chicks. Feed a nationally balanced feed obtainable from your feed dealer. Feed chicks starter crumble the 3-week in then switch to feeding a grower diet. So 10 weeks of each feed a pollet developer between 10 to 20 weeks of each. Vaccinate and to protect your flock. Heavy losses in egg production occurs in most farms HD due to failure to vaccinate for pox, sorehead, and the Newcastle diseases. Properly manage hens lay more eggs. Good pollet management is essential for high egg production. If pollets are to measure into profitable producers, they must grow continuously throughout the developing period. Practices that help promote this growth and development during the period are: first, feed. Keep a good growing mass in front of the pollen at the time. Second, water. Developing pollen blade must and require plenty water to maintain. Third, grain feed. Clovers and tenders grasses can be used for raising for pollets. Biosecurity measures. Bio refers to life and security, implies some sort of protection. This program that is designed to prevent disease, causing organism damage and contact with birds in the farm. 5. We need biosecurity to keep lethal fairly contagious diseases out of premises. Example, Newcastle disease, avian influenza, or acute gumboro disease. 3 types of biosecurity: conceptual biosecurity, structural biosecurity, operational biosecurity. Conceptual biosecurity. It is based to build farm in isolated area, maintain enough distance between breeders, and grow out farms such as hatcheries and feed mills. Structural biosecurity. Fencing of a farm perimeter to prevent unwanted visitors. Facilities for safe scientific disposal of dead birds. Operational biosecurity. Maintain record for visitors and their purpose. And breeder farm or visitors and workers required to shower and use clean farm clothes to prevent cross-contamination. Transmission of pathogens. Pathogens are transmitted in the following ways. First, aerosol. Second, biological vectors. Transmission of disease should be considered when determining the design of poultry houses and their placement on the farm. Barrier. The air intake of one poultry house should be located away from the outflow wind of other house. Biological vectors. Vermin are everywhere where poultry are controlled is very important, not just because of the direct damage, but perhaps especially because of the possibility of the carryover of microorganisms. There are 3 main components of a good biosecurity program. First, traffic control. Second, isolation. Third, sanitation. Isolation refers to time and distance. Time. The time required between two connected blocks to prevent the transmission of pathogens. This is also called downtime. Under normal conditions, 2 weeks is adequate for complete cleaning and disinfection of the poultry house. Distance refers to the distance of farms or houses of the farms. That's all. Thank you.